everybody, it's Noreen here. I'm one of the content contributors for Creative Memories, and I want to welcome you today to our first virtual crop. Our theme today is Border Bonanza, and in this little video I want to share with you the layout that I've created for today. It's a 2-page layout made with a 1, 2, 3 technique that I'm going to share with you today. And the layout is on our Facebook events page, along with the cutting guide and the little bonus card sketch I've made for you. But if you want to get it all on one page that you can print off and refer to, you can head on over to my personal blog at www.organizedandcreativemom.com, and you can print this out for yourself. So we're going to be using some of the brand new products. I'm going to be using a Year to Remember paper, and you can see that this paper pack has a great calendar. There's 6 calendars included and some bright fun colors. And the paper that I'm going to be using today is the striped paper with a orange kind of wavy chevron border. And I'm also going to be using some brand new watercolor green ABC 1, 2, 3 stickers. I'm going to use those for my title a little bit later on. The only other things I'm going to be using are the 2 pieces of cardstock and the Creative Memories border system. And you can see that I'm going to be using the star border punch. I'm going to talk about this a little bit later on. So I've been making the 1, 2, 3 layouts for a while now. They're great because they only need 1 piece of double-sided paper, 2 pieces of cardstock, and we make the entire layout by just making 3 cuts. So let's do that. Get our paper cutter here. Now I know that I want to have my stripes going across my layout, so that means that I want to turn it and cut through the stripes. Let's look at the cutting guide before we get started. You'll be able to see it a little bit closer up when you print it out, but we're going to cut once at 6 inches, once at 3 inches, and once at 1.5 inches. But the secret is that we're going to stack some of these papers and make our cuts do double duty. Okay, so let's get started here. You'll see how fast this comes along. So I mentioned that our first cut is at 6 inches. Using our paper 12-inch paper cutter. So I'm going to keep these 2 pieces now that I've cut stacked, and I'm going to put the whole thing back in, and I'm going to cut again at 3 inches. So you can see now that I have 4 3 by 12 pieces. Okay, I'm going to set 2 aside, keep the other 2 stacked, and I'm going to make my final cut at 1.5 inches. And that's it. You can put your paper cutter away. Our cutting is done. So now we have 6 pieces of paper altogether. And again, the beauty of using the double-sided paper is that now we have 2 different patterns that we can add to our layout for some variety without having to cut multiple pieces of paper. So this is great. So let me move this out of the way and we'll get started with the layout. Now I'm using just plain white cardstock here. Hopefully that's all lined up. Okay, 2 pieces of plain white cardstock, and let's check back to our layout, our sketch. So you can see that there's a little bit of empty space at the top and bottom, and then our chevron sort of piece, it's about 1 inch up, and then our larger piece, it shows it as dots on the sketch, but I'm actually using a striped piece of paper. That piece is just above the stripe border. So let's lay this out. So you can just eyeball it, or you can go ahead and measure it if you really like to be precise. But basically that is our base for our layout. It comes together super fast. And I like to say that it comes together fast because I've kind of done the planning and figuring out before. So you'll see also on the layout that I've included space for 5 photos, 2 4x6 vertical photos and 2 4x6 horizontals, plus 1 4x6 that you cut down into a 4x4 square. So I have some pictures of my son here showing some of his achievements from the last, I think this was last school year. So I'm just going to kind of gently put these down just so I can test where they're going to go. Probably like that. And one more that I've cut into a square. Okay. So that would be the layout. You know, we could put our title in here. We've got room for 3 embellishments, and our journaling can go right in there. And you could call it done. But because this is Border Bonanza, I've gone ahead and cut a few of the border star borders using the border punch system. And you can see that, boy, you could have lots of fun with these. You could put them below here and above in the empty space. You know, you could do something like that, or you could put them right on top of the accent paper. You just have them there, or you could have them on top there, or you could just, you know, put them even underneath here. Wherever you want to put them is great. So I think I'm going to put them here. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I'm going to put them here. And I'm going to use the green watercolor ABC stickers for my title here. Now the nice thing is that because I punched out the border punch with the border with the star punch, I've got all these little stars left over. So they could be, you know, sprinkled around, or I could actually make a border, you know, just by using these stars and popping them right onto my paper. So that's another option too. So lots of great options there. Now the next thing I want to show you is, remember that I told you that I made a little card sketch as well, and we're going to use borders as the part of the design for our card. So using some of the leftover orange cardstock that I had when I was cutting my star borders, I cut that down to 4.25 by 5.5, which is kind of a standard size card. I took another piece of paper from the Year to Remember. This has clocks on one side and the little stars on the back, and just cut that down to 4 by 5.25. And then I took one of my border strips that I had made, and I literally just cut it down into 3 pieces: a 5-inch piece, a 4-inch piece, and a 3-inch piece. And you can see how quickly a little card would come together, just by popping those onto the page. And then I do have some little black stars, so you could add those on, or you could add the orange stars, which you punched when you were punching your borders. So again, a really cute little card that you can use your border designs for, your border punches. The last thing I want to mention to you before I let you go and have a look at all of the great ideas on the site is that every hour the content contributors are going to be posting border ideas. So not only do you have a sketch and a card, but you get lots and lots of border ideas throughout the day. So we want you to come in and check every hour, give us your comments, post your ideas, interact with us, and we'll interact with you. We're going to have a great time today. Don't forget that once you've made your layout, your card, your borders, whatever you're working on today, don't forget to upload those to the photo album that you'll find linked on the Facebook events page, and you could win one of the border systems, the Complete Creative Memories border system. and you'll be able to make borders to your heart's content. Don't forget, there's lots and lots of borders to choose from. We can't wait to see what you come up with. We hope you enjoy what we've come up with, and we hope you enjoy this first virtual crop. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you throughout the day on the Facebook events page. Bye for now.